Well, okay, Kelly.
Um,
Okay, you're here.
I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So we ran out of time, and it's free version, so we had to wait 10 minutes. But of course, we'll add this 10 minutes, so no worries. Okay, well, let's talk about payment method. So first, let me ask you, what's your preferred payment method? How do you prefer to pay?
Wow.
Yeah.
Payment. Um, Now in Vietnam, I think that digital payment is developed already because it's very very fast and convenient for people to make a payment via in not via app bank app. Now everyone use bank app. It means that the bank, after we open account at bank, they give us a user and password to register into the bank app to make payment and to check the balance, so, account balance. So it's easy to make a payment. And I just now I with the amount less than 500 million Vietnam dong, equivalent with around 25 million, 25 25,000, around 25,000 US dollar. No, but around how much? 500 million Vietnam dong, equivalent with around 2,000. I got it at less than 2,000 US dollar. We can make we after I finished input data in the app, and I press the submit button, so the receiver can receive that amount immediately. So it's very quick and convenient. And for the amount more than 2,000 US dollar, I make I divide the transaction into many transactions, smaller transaction, and I can transfer directly to the receiver. Very quick.
Yeah, very good.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes, and I will here we also I also use a credit card and debit card and many time of card here, because I think card now in Vietnam developed, and we prefer to use credit, to use card. Somebody like to use credit card by first and pay for the service first, and pay back to the bank, use borrowing money to pay to, the service, and pay back to the bank later, 45 days later,
Yeah,
without
sure.
any interest rate. Yeah, with interest rate is zero.
Yeah,
And yes, and people now use I think that like in US, here in Vietnam we use card to pay for a lot of service in Vietnam, and we use POS when we pay by credit, by card. We need to the receiver need to use a BOS, a small machine to tap the card, and to make payment. Yes, so yeah, cash now, for cash now, is limited to use. and even to that, and in the wet market, people now often use QR code by mobile phone. And even to that, with $1 or $2, they use mobile code to pay. Yeah, and yes, so I think that more and more uh, in Vietnam, we now reduce to pay by cash more and more.
Yeah, of course, got it.
Yes,
Yeah, well, so let's talk about your answer. Of course, so it's not only your country, so I think that's just all around the world now. Digital payment methods are just more popular. So no one, yeah, of course, cash is still preferred in maybe some different markets, but or among maybe just particular group of people, like for example, I don't know, maybe elderly, so like maybe they would go for it because it's easier. But as you said, you can say that actually digital payments are pretty developed. You said, but I say advanced in your country.
advance.
Pretty advanced is good
Okay,
one. So digital payments are already
pretty
pretty advanced, of
advance,
course, because
advance,
what? They're super fast and as you said, convenient. So super fast and
super fast.
yeah, of course. Let me, okay, I need to, okay, this one. Okay, so yes, they're super fast, very fast and convenient. And actually, as you said, that app is the mobile banking app. So everyone
Mobile banking.
uses mobile banking app. So of course, because really easy, you can so wherever you are, whenever
Mobile
so you
banking.
can easily transfer. Okay, and when you open a bank account, they give you as username and password to register for their app. So to
Yes,
register for
register
their app. Yeah.
for their apps.
Yeah, of course.
Register for
And
their
then you
apps.
can easily
Yeah,
make payments or check your account balance. So,
yeah, check
yeah,
account balance.
of course. And so it's quick, it's convenient, and I think so. You said that you press the button to send and confirm information. You hit submit. This one is better.
You
Okay.
submit.
You hit
Yeah,
submit, of
you
course.
submit.
Yeah,
You
of course.
submit.
So you easily enter the details and hit submit. And of course, the receiver get money instantly. So receiver, someone who receives money is receiver, gets money just instantly. Yeah.
Yes,
So you can use
yeah.
receiver
Receiver.
gets money
Yes, money
instantly.
instantly.
Yeah,
Instantly.
quickly.
Instantly.
Yeah, of
Yes,
course. Well, actually, yeah, I do
you
agree with
submit.
you. And now it can be by credit card, by debit card, or I don't know. You said that the receiver needs to use a BOS. So because you are talking about receiver, so maybe BOS actually you don't
Uh,
need to. I think uh, POS, human POS, right? Point of sale
yes, teacher. Yeah,
POS,
yeah,
of course, because
yeah.
POS, I got it actually, but it's different. So you need to, so yes, of course, by when paying by credit card, the receiver needs to use POS machine. Okay.
Yeah.
So you tap your card and you make your payment. Yeah.
Yes,
But
yes,
as you said, cash usage is getting limited these days. Okay, due to different reasons. But even in places like wet market, as you said, people always, yeah, of course, normally often use QR codes, and that is so normal. Yes, it's typical maybe method for even for small amounts and just they easily scan and pay with their mobile phone. I think yes, we are moving away from cash all around the world, so
Yes,
the whole world. So we are moving away from cash.
we are moving
Yeah, of
away from
course.
cash,
And yeah,
moving
more
away
and more day
from
by day.
cash.
Yes, of course, we're moving
Yes,
away. We
more and
don't
more
use it
day
anymore.
by day.
Yeah, but just
Yes,
tap
teacher.
your phone, tap your card, and easily. But I think there's still disadvantages. So sometimes, yeah, I can say maybe if when it comes to gadgets, technology, device, so everything has its own advantages and disadvantages. Now let's talk about, yeah, we talked about advantages, but let's talk about disadvantages of digital payment methods.
Wow. Disadvantage now, I think that criminal everywhere. Just yes, criminal. Just some day ago, my my colleague, she announced that one of my colleague and one of my client, she said that a client at the weekend on Sunday evening, she said that call me and asked me and check if I send her a gift, any gift, any my company send her any gift, because someone called her and informed that she need to register a link to receive a gift from my company. Yes, so she very surprised, and immediately she called me to check, and I answered that I didn't send any gift for her. So so she suspect that that's the call from criminal person, and they want her to 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 press in a link they send to receive the gift. So and after she pressed the link, I think that she need to it's linked to her account or something like that, and is that I mean that the criminal for steal money from account now is a big issue for the world, not only for Vietnam. And
Of course.
in Vietnam there are many cases already happen. Yeah, so I think yes, so that is
Everywhere.
the disadvantage of
Yeah.
digital payment now.
Yeah, definitely yes. Everywhere, as you said. So, let's talk about your answer. I want to make it a little bit just natural. So, how to say? Yes, disadvantage is good. Of course, I use it, but you don't repeat mine. Okay, so you can use one downside. Downside is really good. Now you can use it. So, scams. So you can say one downside nowadays
One
is
downside,
that scams
nowadays,
are
nowadays, scam,
everywhere. So you know that when it comes
scam,
to like
everyone,
online
scam.
shopping or for example the online crime, so scam is a trick to steal your money or your information.
Yeah,
So yes, of course,
scam.
scam is really good.
Yeah,
And as you said, so one of your clients who called you and asked if your company had sent her a gift. And of course, there was no gift. So, and actually, someone asked her that, and told her that she needed to register through a link to claim a gift from your company. Yeah, of course. And so surprising. And we know that it's not. So, and you checked, that is good point that you checked it right away. Okay, of course, because you hadn't sent any gift. And she suspected it was scam. She suspected she was
is the
yeah,
fact.
she
Yeah,
suspected it
the
was
fact that
scam.
it was a scam.
Huh?
Yes, expected.
Yes. And uh Of course, as you said, just trying to get her to click on the link. After clicking,
Correct.
actually, it's
Yeah.
probably try to access her
Correct.
account or steal information. So yes,
Yes.
as you said, scams like this, where criminals try to steal money from people's accounts actually are a big problem right now. We have the same everywhere, so we have the same. And I think another problem, or maybe downside, I don't want to say problem, when it
Downside.
comes to
Downside.
conversion, yeah, when it comes to conversion fees, especially from one
Conversion
country to
fee.
another. So, for example, now we
Yes.
have different, just international, we can say like
Very high.
PayPal,
Yeah.
yeah, of course, like PayPal, Wise, Payoneer, so different methods and different actually companies that you can easily send or transfer money through, but actually transfer fee is high. So, for example,
Yes.
especially when
Fee.
it
Fee.
comes to, just when you want to convert one currency to another, like, for example,
Yes.
Vietnam dong to
Mm.
US dollar.
Yeah.
So you need to
Yes,
pay.
that's
What
right.
do you think about this?
Yes, totally right, teacher. And in Vietnam, if we make domestic payment, we don't pay any fee. It's free for fee, payment fee. So it's people make a lot of use digital payment in inside the country. But when it comes to overseas, when we need to buy foreign currency, I think that it's not good to buy digital by digital way, because we need, because as you share, the exchange rate is very high. So we need to deal when it comes to conversion from another currency to other currency. We need to deal with the I think that for example, the banker, or we need to the banker, most currency we want, foreign currency we want to buy at bank. So I think that it's better to go to bank and deal directly with banker when we want to buy make exchange for a foreign currency. And I think that is better. And for overseas payment, for example, via PayPal, they charge very high. I think that 10%. I sometimes calculate, maybe the fee is 10%. Is
Yeah,
very high.
yeah,
So yeah,
great.
so I think it should yeah. Now there are some other way to pay currency, buy foreign currency, like Western Union.
Yeah,
Um, it's more popular for Vietnamese people to transfer US to Vietnam, USD to Vietnam, and
yeah.
I think so. So we need to carefully check before we make payment to avoid high fee.
Of course,
Yes.
of course, as you said, yeah, we have the same thing exactly. Just, when it comes to domestic payments, of course, you know that domestic payments don't have any fees. So US to US dollars, so of course, no fees. But people actually, yeah, this is a normal and standard actually method to send money within countries. So this country to another country, but when you want to buy foreign currency for overseas, actually use, of course, actually you need to pay fees. So exchange rate is pretty high, and yeah, you can go directly to the bank, but it's not really easy, especially when it comes to just organizations or companies, because actually you are working with different people, employees, so it's not easy to do this. So they have to pay through PayPal or Wise or Payoneer. And of course, we have exchange rate here that is pretty high and we need to
Exchange.
pay. Yeah, of course. I think But we can say that when it comes to technology, so everything, every useful thing, so
Yes,
has, yeah, some downside and of course some maybe pros. So it's like we need to consider.
yes,
So I think yes,
yes,
but considering pros and cons, I think nowadays so digital payment methods are really convenient. So wherever
yes,
you are,
totally
you don't
agree.
need to have your
Yeah,
wallet and take just plenty of cash with yourself to
yes,
pay for everything. Yeah, it's really
yes,
easy now. And now let's talk about just another group of people. So every society. So when it can actually, when we talk about elderly, some people can't. They don't
yeah, that's
feel,
right.
yeah, of course,
Yeah,
they don't find it easy to use, for
yeah,
example, I don't know, just, tapping the phone or like using credit debit. So they would go for cash. So tell me about your
yeah.
country. So among just older generation, if they
Like
use
my
your
mother,
name.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
My mother is example. Now how I remember she cannot use the scan code when she make payment when she used her app. Even to that now she doesn't use any app because it's her eye is not good now, and she it's quite strain for her to process anything via mobile phone. So it's better for her to go straight to the bank counter and ask the teller to help her to make whatever she want. That's all, and she need to sign on the paper they give her. That's the best way for her.
of
And I
course.
think that yeah, so I think that um, 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 uh, electronic device is very difficult to elderly people.
Yeah, of course. Of
Yes,
course. I do agree with you because of this actually I mentioned. So as you said, so they can't easily just use the codes or for example, just to make payment. It's not really easy, especially through their apps. So maybe they would go for traditional payment methods, like going to the bank and of course asking for help. So this way, especially so like because about your mom, it's about just eyesight. So because her eyesight is not good, but most of people tend
I'm
to use,
fine. I'm
they
fine.
are in the
Yeah.
habit of using cash. It's like,
Yes, yes, that's
especially
right,
older,
teacher.
they don't want to actually,
Yeah.
they don't want to change. And it's so normal, I think. So they don't need,
Yes,
okay, when we talk, yeah, when we talk to them, okay, I'm okay with cash. I don't need this
yes,
card or your phone. So I think,
yeah,
yeah, going directly to the bank and, ask for help is actually convenient, easy way. So that's it. I definitely agree with you. Well,
yes.
okay. Well, so we
Wow,
talked
kind
about,
of teacher.
yeah,
Yeah,
of
we
course.
talk a
Okay,
lot.
no, I want to actually,
Yeah.
I added, I meant just, I want to add this 10 minutes because, yeah, it was actually your
Wow, no
last
need,
time. So,
teacher.
of course, that's really important. So, well, okay.